Thank you for staying with us, everyone. Now we go to Taraba State, where 26-year rule of the PDP in the state is ending, as Governor Agbu Kefas and 16 members of the State House of Assembly are formally switching camp to the APC at a ceremony scheduled for Wednesday, but has now been cancelled. The Speaker of the Assembly, John Bonzena, and all the 15 members of the PDP on Monday resigned their membership of the PDP for the APC. The ceremony is expected to be major, just like the one we saw in Kogi State, or even more. While we wait for a later date, Governor Kefas says his decision is about the destiny of the people of Taraba, not just a personal political move. He claims the move is motivated by what's best for Taraba State. APC in Taraba confirms his defection will not come with any conditions. The Taraba APC is celebrating the move. The state chairman called it a divine breakthrough and said, God has given us Taraba Government House. Tonight, let's hear from both sides of the divide. On behalf of those receiving, we have Barrister Ibrahim Tukor El Sudu, State Chairman, APC Taraba State. And for those leaving the ruling party to the APC, and as a matter of fact, he resigned last night, PDP Chairman, now former PDP Chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Bawa. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, Mr. Bawa, let me start with you. The governor is defected, but the paparazzi, the party, all of the engagements will come at a later date. Can you give us a new date? Is there a new date as we speak?
There's no new date yet.
Is there a new date, Mr. Bawa?
No, there's no new date yet.
All right. So for 26 years, Taraba was one of the PDP's most consistent strongholds. And, you know, no one would have believed that the governor, who was a former chairman of the party, would be the one to champion this defection or break that PDP's long-standing chance. A shift to the APC, many say, represents end of the political dynasty. Why is this defection happening?
Well, you see, first of all, it's not even the decision of the governor. It is the decision of people of Taraba State.
When you say people of Taraba State, who are those?
I mean the stakeholders.
Okay.
The stakeholders from the local level, from the wards, and what have you. It is their decision that the governor should go to APC. It's not his decision anyway.
All right, because, you know, you must agree with me that it has now become cliche when politicians, especially governors, defect. They say it's because of the destiny of the states or the benefits of the people, which is the same thing Governor Kefas has said. And I wonder, what does that mean in practical terms? What exactly couldn't he achieve under the PDP that he believes the APC can offer?
Well, as I earlier told you, it's not his decision. It's the decision of people of Taraba State. And
so are you saying the stakeholders are the ones controlling the governor?
Oh, yes. They gave him...
He does not have a mind of his own.
No, he has a mind of his own, but politically, he will also respect the view of his people.
So how does he know the APC is good for him? Mr. Bawa?
Well, he knows.
How does he know the APC is good for him? And tomorrow, if the stakeholders ask him to go back to the PDP or go to Labour Party, are you telling me the governor would oblige?
I told you that, first of all, because you were saying that whether it was his sole decision to go to APC. I said no.
I didn't ask if it was a sole decision. I said, why is this defection happening? And you said the stakeholders asked him to go to the APC. So I'm asking, how does he know the APC is good for him? And tomorrow, if the stakeholders ask him to go back to the PDP or go to Labour Party, AGC, are you clearly saying the governor would oblige?
You see, let me say this. You know, as a person, as a credible leader, he always have the vision to see so many things. For instance, let me tell you the credential of our governor. First, is a retired military officer. Secondly, he's from the royal house. And thirdly, I want to tell you that he's a pastor. So somebody with all these kind of credentials, or somebody with this kind of upbringing, he knows what is good for his people.
Okay. All right. Barrister, I also did, let me come to you. How prepared is your party, I mean the APC Taraba chapter, to integrate Governor Kefas and his supporters into the party structure? How do you ensure that this does not or will not affect existing APC loyalists who have worked for years within the party? Because some APC members feel sidelined when powerful newcomers join. Exactly what is happening in Delta State?
As far as APC Taraba State is concerned, we are fully prepared to receive and integrate the governor and all his supporters and those that willingly left PDP into APC. We want to allay the fears of the old members of APC that we have sat with the governor and we made him to understand that people have toiled and suffered to sustain this party for the past 13 years. And therefore, he should not toil along the line of other governors that jettisoned all the contributions of the old members and embrace only his people. After all, we are all Tarabans. A political party is just a conveyor belt to your destination, to your ambition in life. And all Tarabans are the same. Whether you are in PDP or APC, we are all the same. However, we choose to, we choose different platforms. But today, by the grace of God and the understanding of the governor, that there is a need and a purpose for us to key into the agenda, political agenda and economic agenda and the new hope agenda of the president, so that we won't have divergent policies in Taraba State. And therefore, he jumped into APC so for the benefit of Tarabans, not for the benefit of himself alone, or the benefit of APC members, or for the benefit of PDP members alone. In fact, the entire Tarabans, the majority of people do not even belong to political parties, and therefore we will all benefit.
So how will this defection impact the political landscape of Taraba State? I'm sure you heard Mr. Bawa when he said this was not, also corroborated by you, he said this is not the sole decision of the governor. It was driven by political stakeholders. So is it true that this move was driven by political pressure from the federal level? Is it true?
Well, everybody knows the reforms being driven by Mr. President. And therefore, the governor was attracted to this. But he did not just wake up in the morning and say, I want to join APC. He had to consult his people. He did a lot of consultations throughout the local governments, the 16 local governments and the development areas of Taraba State. He consulted with the people in a town hall meeting, and he asked them whether it is proper for him to join APC. And because of the dynamic nature of APC, and because of Mr. President's policies, the people consented that he should, join APC for the benefit of all Tarabans. He did not just stop there. He consulted us, and we equally went round to, seek the opinion of our people, whether he is, in fact, welcomed into APC. And the majority of people said yes, for the benefit of Tarabans, we should allow him to come in. And that is what crystallized into, receiving him tomorrow. But unfortunately, the sad incident that occurred in Kebbi stalled that golden opportunity of us allowing him. Otherwise, we would be considered as insensitive if we hold, his reception tomorrow.
And that's a fair one there. Mr. Bama, let me come to you. I mean, since you've said this decision is driven by the position of the political stakeholders and the governor having, consulted his people, obliged to it because it is good for him, it is good for the people of Taraba. What kind of assurances or promises or commitments, whatever the word is, did the governor get before agreeing to move?
Well, for that one, it is the governor that has the powers to go in agreements with the APC people on what we want to drive. But I want to say something here. Now, for instance, in my own local government, the federal government is constructing a road from in Mambila Plateau, from Gembu to the border of Cameroon. And the same federal government is constructing a road from Guroje to Kangiaka to a border town. All these construction of roads are done by the federal government, and it was due to the plea from the governor of the state. And the governor of the state also gave us a university in that local government. It's something that we have been yearning for it since colonial days. So you see, politics is all about development. It's all about people getting the dividends of politics. So if the governor has so many things that he discussed with the federal government that we may not know, but I am sure that the decision is a wise one.
Absolutely, and it can be for a lot more. I mean, selfishly also it can be for the survival of the party, also for the survival of the governor. And I'm asking this question because this defection, this particular one, has sparked conversations about whether the governor was ever fully committed to the PDP's long-term objectives. But on the other hand, you look at the PDP at the national level, the party is in turmoil. Do you think the party mishandled anything that could have, prevented this defection? Mr. Bawas?
Which part? The PDP?
Yes.
Well, you see, I mean, personally, as the state chairman of PDP, I resigned. Not because of the defection. I resigned because of the crisis in the party. It's something that one cannot bear.
I'm even talking about the governor now.
Don't you see what happens
Mr. Bawa,
today?
kindly hold on, sir. I'm talking about the governor. I'll come to you in a moment, but I'm talking about the governor. Do you think the party...
That what?
I'm asking you a question about the governor and why he moved. I'm asking if he moved because the party mishandled anything that could have prevented his defection.
No, it's not like that. I told you that the governor agreed to defect to APC just because he had almost 6 months consultation with the stakeholders, with all groups in Taraba State.
Okay.
And they all opted that he should move to APC. I've already told you that.
Yes.
One.
So let's now come back to you. I just wanted to be sure. And for you, you resigned because Governor Kefas is leaving. I mean, you served as the PDP chairman during a very critical political period. Do you accept the fact that, after 26 years in power, PDP leaders began to take the people of Taraba for granted, and running to the APC is for political survival? I mean, two truths can coexist.
Yes, politics is all about interest. And you cannot rule out that people defect because of certain interests. You cannot rule out that one in politics.
Is that your answer to why you defected, or you left, rather?
No, I told you the reason why I left. There are two issues. One, because of the crisis in PDP. Secondly, because since the people have agreed that the governor should lift to APC, as a person we have worked very closely, that I know him very well, he's a performing governor, I decided to go with him.
All right. Barrister, let me come to you. What reactions, I mean, you've studied everyone in the APC, I mean, literally now. What reactions have you observed from the grassroots? And I'm talking about party loyalists and youth groups. And would the governor have defected without federal level encouragement?
Well, as you rightly pointed out, I have studied all groups and contending forces within the APC. Having been the chairman for the past 7.5 years, therefore, I am in a better position to assess and judge some activities that are going on. We have 3 groups of APC. The first are those that are happy that the governor is coming back and they are in majority. The second are those that are dilly-dallying. They are not certain whether they should allow him to come or not, but they have no right to refuse, because our constitution, the APC constitution, allows any interested person who has fulfilled all legal righteousness to join us. And then the third group are those that will never coexist with forces they feel can supersede or overrun them, and they are in few numbers, and therefore, when the governor comes in fully, we know definitely they will leave the party. However, for the interests of Tarabans,
and you're not bothered that they may leave the party and work against the party?
We are concerned. We are concerned and pleading with them that we should join forces and allow the governor to come and work for the state, and let the federal government patronize us for the benefit of Tarabans, for development in Taraba, because there are certain parameters of development. Without you having the same program with the federal government, you may not be able to key in.
Because interestingly, Barrister, APC has been the biggest critic of Governor Kefas' administration. I mean, I have heard APC youth say his leadership style does not align with APC values. And I'm sure all of that will stop now because he's joining the APC. After all, that's how politics is played in Nigeria. And definitely also the governor would be contesting for a second term. Has he been assured of loyalty, of support within APC structures?
Well, they say political sagacity is not a glamorous abstention, but a symbolic jingoism.
Interesting.
Therefore, those that are saying other things believe when he was in PDP. But I want to assure them that we will infuse the governor with progressive blood, that even if he was not performing, according to them, he will perform. He will perform with APC blood in him. We are assuring Tarabans. And therefore, they should not have anything to fear. The youths you are talking about, there was a time we learned that some youths are not happy with his coming. We tried to find out who the youths are. Up till now, we are unable to identify the group of youths that are agitating or protesting the coming of the governor. Let them come out and tell us that, then we will address them and assuage them to join the forces with him so that we move Taraba forward. It's a dawn of a new era.
All right. Mr. Bama, let me come back to you. And I asked that question about whether the governor has the support, has the loyalty of most APC structures in the states? Because I remember also that sometime last year, the APC youth wing in Taraba accused this government, the Kefas's government, of a borrowing spree, citing over 300 billion bond, reportedly approved by the State House of Assembly. Now, I have two questions. Are you concerned about, possible tensions within the government's cabinets or state structures following this move, just like we're seeing in Delta states? Second, what is the justification for issuing such a large bond so early in the administration, especially when critics say there are no tangible projects to match this debt?
Well, I only understand your second question. The first one, I did not understand it very well. Can you repeat that?
No, go on with the second one. I'll repeat the first one when you land, so I don't confuse you. Please go on.
You are talking about, you are talking about developmental projects in Taraba State. Is that what you are talking about?
Yes.
Okay. I want to assure you that for those who think that Governor Kefas is not doing anything in Taraba State, they just want to deceive people who are not in Taraba State. First of all, before he came, we have a lot of insecurity. In fact, most of us, we doesn't even sleep in our houses. And it's not affecting only one side of the state, it's all over the state. But since he's coming, we now sleep our eyes closed.
Mr. Bawa, that's not my question. I wanted you to address allegations that the governor had been on a borrowing spree. APC youths were very precise with the 350 billion naira bond, reportedly approved by the State House of Assembly. So first, I was asking you if you're concerned about possible tensions within the government's cabinet following this defection. And also, I wanted you to justify this, this justification for issuing such a large bond so early in the administration. Those are the two questions, sir.
You see, first of all, I am not an economist. I do not have the knowledge to say something about all this borrowing and the other things. But what I know is that as far as Taraba State is concerned, the government is spending a lot of money on issues, on projects, on certain things. And I am very sure what the government gets in the month cannot match what they are doing. So for borrowing, I have no knowledge about that one.
All right, then.
And it's something that I
don't
speak about.
Barrister, quickly in 30 seconds, what assurances has the governor, given the APC regarding his loyalty and long-term commitment to the party? Quickly, sir.
Well, as I earlier highlighted, or rather informed you, we've sat with him and he has given assurances that he is not going to discriminate against APC members, that there will be a joint administration. And I believe there will be a lot of alignments and realignments and adjustments left, right, and center. And therefore, we are very, very sure that it will be a win-win situation for both PDP and APC.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for speaking with us on Politics Tonight. I've been speaking with State Chairman APC Taraba State, Ibrahim Takor El Sudu. Also, former Chairman PDP Taraba State, Agbu Kefas. Thank you, gentlemen, for speaking with us tonight. Please have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone. That marks the end of today's episode of Politics Tonight. But before we go, let's tell you that the views and reactions of our resource persons are theirs and have no connection with TVC News. Meanwhile, you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode at 12:30 a.m. Get in touch with us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG and at Olajuwon KW using the hashtag Politics Tonight. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News NG. I'm Olajumoke Olatunji. Good night, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow.